You're listening to The Sports Moment,
A 3rd, 2024.
part of the Sports Moments and Memories with Craig Olson podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a sports moment. Sponsored by Pemberton Law and Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
Lake Area Docks and Lifts, more than just docks and lifts. Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
Well, it was another rainy day for all the spring sports activities that were going on yesterday, and it was a busy day, and a lot of events did get completed. Some did not. And let's report on it from yesterday. The Fergus Falls track and field teams had a great day over at the Craig Frederickson Memorial Invitational in Detroit Lakes. And Nikki Weldy, the head coach of the Otter girls, said it's just been a real challenging week for the athletes with two meets in windy, wet, and cold conditions. But they performed at a really high level yesterday. Maya Fear took home the Craig Frederickson Athlete of the Meet Award, winning the pole vault and the triple jump, placing second in the long jump, and she was also part of the 4x100 meter relay team that the Otters ran that took sixth place. So a great meet for Maya Fear. Violet McCon was a champion in the 400 meter dash, and Rachel DeBrito took second in the 100 meter dash. Carson Lill with the third in the 800 meter run. And how about the distance runners? The 1600 meter run, the Otters dominated. Estee Versteeg won it. Cassie Wellman was runner-up. Sarah Grotberg was third. Carson Lill was fifth. Alexis Wellman was sixth. And Savannah Lee was seventh. So great performances there. Plus, the Otters went 1-2-3 in the 3,200 meter run with Cassie Wellman, Estee Versteeg, and Sarah Grotberg. So great performances in the distance events. Izzy Neubauer took third in the 300 meter hurdles and fifth in the 100 meter hurdles. The Otters also had the second place team in the 4x2, the 4x4, and the 4x8 relays. Macy Butler was the shot put champion. Brooke Zierden was second. Brooke took third in the discus competition. And behind Maya Fear in the pole vault was Allie Bradenberg with a second place finish. And behind Maya in the triple jump was Sarah Nordland. She took fifth place. So a great performance by the Otter girls. Same for the Otter boys. Shane Zierden won the 100 meter dash. Shane won the long jump, and he also won the triple jump. And he wound up in as a part of the third place 4x100 meter relay team. So great performance there by Shane Zierden as well. Jaden Miller won the 800 meter run and was second in the 1600 meter run. Michael Schmidt and Matthew Toole and Micah Mosier went 1-2-3 in the 3,200 meter run. Michael set a personal best time in that event. Alex Burrows was the runner-up in the 300 meter hurdles, and the Otters won the 4x8 relay with Logan Bradenberg, Matthew Toole, David Ronovic, and Tommy Erickson. Leighton Drouillard was the runner-up in the discus competition. Andrew Muckow and Jack Weldy and Antonio Parker went 2-3-4 in the high jump. And after Andrew Muckow's championship in the pole vault, Michael Schmidt was runner-up. Jack Weldy was runner-up to Shane Zierden in the long jump competition. So great day on the track and in the field events for the Otters yesterday in Detroit Lakes. Also yesterday, the Otter Tail Central track and field teams were in action, and they had good performances. The girls were tied with Wadena Deer Creek for first place in the team competition, and the boys won easily in the team competition as they had some great highlights, some great performances individually by the Otter Tail Central track and field athletes. Max McCalson dominated the discus with a throw of 109 feet 7 inches. Gabe Lindstrom Pole vault took first place, going 10 feet. And also just good performances all in that event from Jonas Hagenmeister and Quinn Condiff, who took second and third place. And on the women's side, Kinley Borman had a record-breaking performance in the long jump to secure the top spot, 17 feet 2.5 inches. That's the fourth best jump in Class A this season, so great job by Kinley Borman. Nora Frosley also impressed in the 3,200 meters, setting a new personal best and school record with a time of 11 minutes, 44.46 seconds. Maisha Antoni claimed victory in the high jump, clearing 5.2, which ties the school record, and Vea Condiff claimed first in the pole vault competition. So great day there for the Otter Tail Central Bulldog track and field athletes as well. Brady Spiker's team playing very well. On the golf course yesterday, the West Central area boys continued their outstanding start to the season as they won again. They won at Pebble Lake Golf Club at the Hillcrest meet with a 315 total, and Pillager was second at 338, Underwood third at 347. Marshall Dewey of the Knights was the medalist with a 76. Mitchell Dewey runner-up with a 77. Sam Hansen of the Knights took fourth with a 78. Jackson Swanger of Underwood was third with a 78. Logan Kostelecki was fifth. He's from Otter Tail Central. Logan shot an 82. And Carter Gustafson also had an 82. That was a sixth place finish for Gustafson, who is a member of the Pillager Huskies golf team. Well, in baseball action yesterday, Otter Tail Central was behind 7-1 in their game against New York Mills in the fourth inning. When the game got suspended due to rain, they'll have to resume it at that point at a later date this spring. And the Perham Yellow Jackets shut out the Breckenridge Cowboys on both ends of a doubleheader, winning the first game 18-0. Drew Ellingson went to all 5 innings, struck out 6, gave up 3 hits in recording the shutout. And then Braden Anderson, Joey Ecker, and Gage Onenson combined to no-hit the Cowboys in a 3-0 win in the nightcap. Also in baseball action yesterday, the Holly Nuggets beat the Staples Motley Cardinals by a score of 8-2. That game was supposed to be in Holly, but with the weather threatening in that area, they moved it to Staples, but the Nuggets were still able to come out on top. And the Rothsay softball team hosted Ashby in what was scheduled to be a doubleheader yesterday. The Tigers posted a 13-3 victory in Game 1, but Game 2 was rained out. Matty Tollerud went all 5 innings, struck out 5, and got the win. Mackenzie Tillman got the Tigers on the board with a solo home run in the bottom of the first inning, and Andrea Phillips drove in 6 runs in that game for the Tigers as they pick up the victory in 5 innings by the 10-run rule. Well, the Minnesota Twins are going to be opening a homestand. We'll talk about that in just a moment, but before we do, a reminder for you that if you need legal help, you can visit the Pemberton Law Firm in Fergus Falls, Wadena, Detroit Lakes, and Alexandria, or online at pemlaw.com. Pemberton Law carries a legacy of trustworthy and reputable legal representation dating back to 1883. Lake Area Docks and Lifts offers premium waterfront equipment sales, service, and installation. Best quality and service at the best prices. Just ask your neighbor at the lake about Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
Lake Area Docks and Lifts, more than just docks and lifts. Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
Well, the Twins have won 10 in a row, Major League best winning streak this year, their best winning streak since 2008. And now they host the Boston Red Sox for 3 and the Seattle Mariners for 4 as they start a 7-game homestand tonight. Now, the Red Sox are coming off a couple of series wins, and they are very good on the road. They are 11-5 away from Fenway Park this year. The Twins have really not established themselves as a superior home team. They are only 6-6 at Target Field, so hopefully they can get that turned around, ride the momentum of this 10-game winning streak into some success at home over the next 7 days. Chris Paddock, the right-hander, will pitch for Minnesota against right-hander Tanner Houck of the Red Sox. Houck is 3-2 with a 1.60 ERA. As the Twins enter this weekend series, they are 3 games behind the Cleveland Guardians in the American League Central Division. In the NBA last night, the Milwaukee Bucks saw their season end as they were beaten by Indiana 120-98. The Pacers win the series 4-2. And the New York Knicks knocked the 76ers out 118-115 as they win the series 4-2 also. Tonight, Cavaliers and Magic play in Orlando. Cleveland can wrap it up with a victory in Game 6. And the Dallas Mavericks will host Game 6 with an opportunity to clinch against the LA Clippers tonight. In the National Hockey League, the Toronto Maple Leafs stayed alive. They won at home against Boston 2-1, forcing a Game 7 back in Boston on Saturday in the NHL playoffs. Also in the NHL tonight, the Canucks and the Predators will play. Vancouver leads the series 3-2. They can try to wrap it up tonight on the road in Nashville. And the Golden Knights trying to stave off elimination as they host the Dallas Stars in Game 6 of that series in Las Vegas tonight. Dallas has a 3-2 series lead. And the WNBA schedule starts tonight for the Minnesota Lynx with an exhibition game, a preseason game against the Chicago Sky at Target Center. They will play a preseason game Wednesday in D.C. against the Washington Mystics. And then they'll start the season for real on Tuesday, May 14th, when they go to Seattle to take on the Storm. Their home opener in the regular season is Friday, May 17th against Seattle at Target Center. And that'll do it for our podcast for today. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Stop by again, and remember to check out our feature podcasts on Otter basketball. The 1984 team, state tournament team, celebrated 40-year anniversary this year. We have a half-hour podcast with some former players there and coaches Bob Bjorklund and Steve Atchison. And the same for the Pelican Rapids 1984 team that won the Class A state championship. Had a nice sit-down with a number of their players and Coach Rex Haugen. Check it out on YouTube on our Sports Moments and Memories with Craig Olson. And we are in the process, and should be up shortly, of posting the first part of our 3-part series on Otter boys hockey history. So be looking for that as well. And enjoy your weekend.
You've been listening to The Sports Moment with Craig Olson. Sponsored by Pemberton Law and Lake Area Docks and Lifts. Produced by Sunroom Lab. Music by Blue Red Roses. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and thanks for listening.